normally I can hit the go live button without freaking out, but for some reason today, it did. I was like, oh no. I'm gonna burp apparently. Apparently today I was like, oh, you know what? Let's just suddenly decide that, what do you know, streaming is scary. There we go. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, for Gathers. Hi, I'm gonna be doing some stuff. I just, it's been a hot minute because, of the smoke. I've been unable to like breathe and talk for a long time. And so I haven't been streaming because of that. But before that, you know what? I had to deal with like family stuff, and so I was out of town. And so I am like, ooh boy, I'm doing things. Okay. Okay, how are you doing? I forgot to pull up music. I never claimed to be good at this. I never claimed to be, I forgot the word. Straight up, okay. Oh, that is so loud. But yeah, my day has actually been a weird one. Because I woke up and I'm like, wild concept. Please don't die. Hot tip for me specifically, don't die. But yes, hello. What am I looking for? I don't remember. My hair, I so badly need to like re-dye it like 3 weeks ago, but like I haven't yet, so oop. Wait, that's the one I want. Haha, I figured it out. Let's go. I've been playing a lot of like Minecraft just in my spare time, so it's kind of interesting. Hi Glenn! Hello! I love Glenn so much. Glenn is like top 10 favorite things ever. I'm gonna starve to death, hot tip. Okay, so I wanna finish off the pond tonight and work some more on the like, I really need to build the roof for this building, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. I should, I know I should, but I just don't want to, and so I haven't, because roofs are rude and I do not appreciate them. But yeah, okay, so I need to like finish up. I want to add like bushes and stuff to this area. I just haven't got around to it yet. But hopefully I can. And like a little bit more of the like random bits of sugarcane, because I think it looks really nice. And adding in some of the glowberries, because they are so cool. I'm sorry, I see new blocks and I'm like, ooh, I want to play with that. This is my only friend now. Can you not place them on leaves? Huh, that's interesting. Huh, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. Let's see. You can place them on wood. So maybe instead of the lanterns overhang, I just have the glowberries. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Okay, what was I doing? Hot tip, I don't know what's happening. I need to stop saying hot tip. I don't know who got me saying hot tip for absolutely everything, but like, they're kind of, that's kind of really rude. Okay. One of the things, I just got my hands on a bunch of blackstone. And so I want to, use it to, I'm thinking that with a deep slate could look really cool, doing the roof out of a mix of the two of them. Something like that. I don't have the stuff to enchant. Oh, I've got toothpaste in my inventory. I wanted to finish the pond so I could put toothpaste in the pond. Oh, and there's always feeding the cow pit. I don't know if I can emotionally handle the cow pit today. I don't want to think about it. 2 crafting tables within 20 blocks off of each other? Why am I still surprised? I don't know what you're talking about. Everywhere I look, there's just crafting tables. It's fine. It's fine. I feel like it's just convenient. Every direction I go, there's already a crafting table waiting for me. It's like finding chests full of things. And it's like, oh wow, this is really useful. I never knew I had 20 stacks of clay until I opened this random chest that's like underneath my floorboards. I live for the excitement, the thrill of it, the convenience. I really just need more bone meal. That's the only reason I have the sweet farm, is because it gets me a mild amount of bone meal and it allows me to add to the stress that is the overwhelming fear of the cow pit that slowly grows upon me each day. But I don't like thinking about that part. How are you doing? I can finally breathe, except for not out of my nose, but like who needs to breathe out of their nose when you can just, who needs to breathe out of their nose? That's never been a hot tip. Breathing? Lame. I prefer to cry. I need to stop talking, like, just in general, I fear at this point. Okay, let's go. This is how you farm experience. I did the math, and the crafting that stack of crafting tables, you wasted 260. It's not wasted if I use them. It's not wasted. I hate the notion that you would imply that I waste blocks in Minecraft, because that is my biggest pet peeve, is people who waste things inside of the video game. Cause it just, every time I see a block despawn, it fills me with anger. Breathing is good and important? Oh, no, it's not. Rude. Okay. No, get back. Get back. No. Why does this happen every... Good. You see, the young have been trained. They've been trained to know their place. They know their place. Why am I dropping frames like that? Why are you adding more cows? I can't imagine the unimaginable pain of being crammed being so crammed together. I don't know what you're talking about. Like we previously established, they are happy. I can see they're... Usually from this far away, you can't see how badly they clip into each other, but I guess we're making an exception. It's called farming for experience. Haven't you heard of it before? I have not, apparently. Okay. Why are there random holes in the ground? What was I doing? I had a purpose, but now I completely forgot it. Also, yes, you are wasting things. Like, just have one crafting table. That's a lot of cows. I don't know what you're talking about. I see no problem with it. Right, I wanted to get the pond done. Which sounds like a lot of work, so instead I'm gonna put toothpaste in the pond. I love you, toothpaste. I don't understand why people have a problem with the way I play Minecraft. It's not like I'm committing war crimes or anything like that. Like, they're Minecraft mobs. Can they even feel joy? I don't think so. Why is there a hole here? Probably a creeper. Probably. Okay. What was I doing? Apparently my internet is struggling today, just like me. Haha, funny, relatable. That's... Okay. I got so much junk in my inventory. Instead of putting it away like I'm supposed to, I'm just gonna shove it in a random chest. This is the way you deal with problems. This is what a storage system is, right? Right? Exactly. It's a great storage system. You see, there's no comments anyone could possibly have about my storage system. So, wait, how many crafting tables are in my... Will I ever use this amount of crafting tables? No, but at the same time, is it funny? There, you have your answer. There you... Okay. Toothpaste! I feel like having that many crafting tables is a war crime. Oh, you meant the cows? That too? I'm hung up the tables? I don't know what's wrong with the tables! You seem to have a problem with it. I see nothing wrong with it. I just think it's funny that people get hung up on the crafting tables, and so that's why I make them so many. Usually I don't have this many because usually I don't have this many, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, and so I made more. You see, that's my problem, is I will do anything for a bit because it's funny. If it's funny, I'll do it. Wait, that's like the same texture. It's literally not. Am I going insane? I feel like I am. I truly feel like I am. I love him. Toothpaste. My beloved toothpaste. Why am I like this? I say these things out loud. I feel like I'm just having a crisis. It's extremely funny, but it's still... Okay, it's like what? One of the big, like, taiga, like, spruce trees? It's like one of those. You see, it's fine. I can always mine more trees. Trees are renewable, just like the Lorax said in the hit movie, The Onceler. Some part of that was very wrong. I live by the same Alvarad philosophy of do the funny, handle consequences later. I think about the consequences, but at the same time, like, I don't think the consequences matter that much. It's a Minecraft world. All that's wasted is a couple minutes of everybody's time, but like, that's exactly what streaming is about, you see. It's a waste of time. That sounds so sad when I say it, but like, it's true. It's just a way of spending time to make you feel a little bit less lonely, be a little bit entertained, but like, isn't entertainment just a waste of time in general? I think that's a controversial thought I'm having. Maybe I should stop having it. but it's too late now. Where's my stupid stone cutters? Is there one up there? Okay, the only reason I don't have a stack of stone cutters is because I forget the recipe for them every single time, and so that's why I have like a reasonable number of like 6 of them. Because like I forget crafting recipe every single time, and so it takes effort to make them, and so therefore I have like a reasonable quantity of them. It's fine. You see, it's like furnaces. What's wrong with having another furnaces? Everything you said in the Lorax statement was wrong, although my Wi-Fi is being horrendous today, so this is probably 10 years ago. My internet is struggling today. My internet is struggling too today, and I'm just ignoring it. You see, if you ignore it, is it real? Up for debate. Hot tip, ignore your prop. I can't say that. I need to stop saying that. I can't just keep advising people to ignore all their problems. Do I want to bring the moss underwater? Would that look... That might look cool. I'm gonna do it. Hot tip, do what you think is cool. Ooh, yeah, I really like that. Doing sand, and I wanted to... Okay, I also need a crafting table. Because I wanted to make some mossy cobble. I said worse thing. We've all said worse things, but you know, I just, you know, sometimes it's you have the realization that like, man, I really say words out loud. Sometimes I forget that when I say words, people can hear them. So pro tip, don't think through any of your actions. I'm giving awful advice today. That's fine, that's fine. Anyone who looked at me and said, yes, this is a person who will give me great advice is sorely mistaken. Like, just... I have too many blocks in my inventory. Hot tip. You know what I've been thinking about, which is probably something awful, but I've been thinking about replaying Final Fantasy VI. And you'll be like, oh, that's not a problem. I've heard that's a really good game. And you see, you'd be right, except for the fact that, like, every time I play Final Fantasy VI, it is the only thing I think about for the next 3 months of my life. It consumes me from morning till night. All I do is play Final Fantasy VI. All I think about is Final Fantasy VI. And I don't know if I want that. I kind of... it kind of stresses me out thinking about it. But at the same time, I love Final Fantasy VI. I just don't know if it's the only thing I want to feel. Every time I see a new crafting table placed, rather than you just walking to get another and bring it over, my already very dead, empty, cold heart dies again. Don't... You're just very dramatic. Hot tip. I love the Final Fantasy games because I played them when I was a child and impressionable and still felt joy. But no, I have a deep-seated like love and nostalgia for the Final Fantasy games. And so every time I contemplate replaying them, there's that part of my brain that's like, oh boy, all you're gonna be talking about is Kefka for the next month. And how much you hate Terra. I want to, but I've already played the objectively, in my opinion, best Square Enix game ever, Chrono Trigger. I will agree with you. I do prefer Chrono Trigger to, Final Fantasy. I do prefer Chrono Trigger, but at the same time, Final Fantasy was my favorite game as a child, so I cannot abandon it. I I've held this like deep-seated like admiration and love for the game for this many years. I can't just abandon it now. Also, I took a performing arts as you see. Of course I'm dramatic. Yeah, I was making a... Yeah, I don't have any sand. We're going on a quest for sand. My shovel's also almost dead. Okay, let's just empty out our inventory. Okay. Sword, pickaxe, shovel. Shovel. Oh, food. That's also important to bring. Yeah, okay. Time to go get sand. I do prefer Chrono Trigger 2. You're gonna say every game ever, right? Because that's the case. Sure. Sure, I love Chrono Trigger so much. I did not mean to make that many boats! That's too many boats! Okay, okay. Now we have a reasonable number of votes. What was I talking about? Oh, right. I love Chrono Trigger. It's in my, like, top 10 favorite games, but how can I can't just say that like, yes, technically it's a better game than the trash that is my favorite, but I can't, it's my trash. I grew up, I feel like I'm gonna get like executed for saying that I prefer playing the Hamtaro games than playing Chrono Trigger, but like I feel like that's a risk I'm willing to make. I hate wasting blocks in Minecraft, they say. I would never waste blocks in Minecraft, they say. It's not wasting if you're gonna use it in the future. You see, when I need a boat, I'll have a boat. It's called hoarding. You see, I don't waste blocks. I hoard things and mass craft things because I'm a failure. I just... I like trash games, okay? I'm just gonna say that. I play a lot of games where people are like, oh, that's objectively terrible. And I'm like, yeah, but I love it. Leave me and my, like, cats with a Z for, like, the Game Boy Advance alone. I'm having a good time. Hamtaro games, they're all... It's all I want to play. You see, I play good games too, but like, it's a different kind of joy than the one you get, you know, like sitting down and playing like, you know, like 60 hours of like Diablo. It's different than the joy you get from sitting down and just like playing a game where you keep a little, you have a pet cat and wow, gold tools break fast. And you have a little cat, and you work little jobs to buy toys for your fictional pet cat. I don't know what to tell you. It's one of the. I'm gonna cry. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna ignore whatever happened there. Okay. Tip. Never happened. It's a different kind of joy you get playing like a good game versus playing an arguably piece of trash game. So, no. My favorite Zelda game is it's the 3DS multiplayer spin-off no one's heard of or liked. I can't criticize anyone's taste. Okay. Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game, but that is exclusively for nostalgia reasons, because I would come home from school and I would play Wind Waker for hours. absolute hours. It was the first game I ever beat, like, without, like, handing the controller to, like, one of my siblings to, like, do the boss fight for me. That I, like, actually beat. That was not Final Fantasy VI, but I don't count it because I was playing a ROM hack. I just... I feel like there's so much beauty in just the simple games. Like, it doesn't have to be a masterpiece to be worthy of playing. But at the same time, I do think there is such a thing of, like, masterpieces are great. I kind of have the same stance on, like, TV shows and stuff of, like, yeah, like, there's good shows, but then there's also, like, the trash, and you can't just exclusively watch one. Like, that's just a sad way to live. Like, maybe this is just me trying to justify my own taste in TV and, like, video games, being like, ha, it's fine, everybody likes trash, right? Right? Cause, like, I absolutely thrive on, the, like, poorly made, like, shoujo animes from, like, 2007. Like, they're my favorite thing. Where would I be without Inuyasha in my life? Where would I be without just all of the dumb, all of the absolutely, like, poorly made TV show? Where would I be without my love of, like, Disney Channel original movies? Where would I be? Are they good? Not by anyone's standards. But, like, do they give me the serotonin I desperately need? Yes. Where? I hate Minecraft, I've decided. I came home from school and played Halo Reach, because that's what childhood is. Because that's a childhood learning the Wars of War. I never played any of the, like, Halo games. I think I played one for, like, 30 minutes at, like, a friend's house. I don't think I was even friends with them, technically. Come on, sleep. I don't know. I came home, played Wind Waker, and, like, Harvest Moon. That's all I wanted to play. I just wanted to sail my ship and farm crops. I don't know what to tell you. I forgot what your name was. But I'm not gonna say that out loud, because then the people will know. What was I talking about? No idea. I don't know. I like good content, but it's in a different way than I like bad content. And, like, if I had to pick exclusively one kind of content to watch for the rest of my life, it'd be bad content. I want to watch. I couldn't. I don't know how someone could go about their lives, like, not watching, like, reality TV. Like, I hate reality TV, but, like, I love it at the same time. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, it's like, oh man, would I ever willingly, like, watch this? No, but, like, am I up at 3 a.m. watching, like, British reality TV? Yes, of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? It's just kind of like a constant in life. It is just mediocre content, and I think there's something lovely about that. Okay. What was I grabbing? There's this I was making a new shovel because my old one broke. That's what I was doing. Ha. Oh wow, I actually have diamonds. That's surprising. I thought I didn't do any mining in this world. I'm starting to forget things. I don't know. I feel empty watching reality TV. Genuinely can't focus on the show. And I make myself do something actually productive. I love reading just absolute, like, trash books too. Most of the content I consume isn't, like, highbrow or, like, literature. It's like, oh, you're reading romance novels again. Wow, so not okay. You see, that's totally do. You see, I'm not trying to like, maybe I'm just trying to justify the fact that all of the content I consume is bad, and I'm like, oh, okay, so like now it's toothpaste, you're gonna have to move. I love you, toothpaste. I love you so much, toothpaste. Okay, people who like unironically like reality TV, I don't understand them. People are like, oh man, have you seen the new episode of The Bachelor? I don't get. But like, I don't know. I also feel like documentaries are also like the same kind of thing, where it's like, I feel like people who watch documentaries when they get home are also, like, are not documentaries like the modern form of reality TV? Like, I don't know. Maybe I just hung out with too many people who thought World War II was the most interesting thing on the planet. But like, I really hate, like, I feel like they serve the same purpose as reality TV. What am I even talking about? I don't know. I also think that like, there's no such thing as like liking something unironically. That there's gotta be some aspect of a show that you gotta like, that's not Glenn. It's a wild one. I don't know if it's ironic or not. The people at work are normal and say none of this magical thing I've never heard of called a social life. That's relatable. I don't know. I don't think there's such a thing as like ironically liking a piece of media. Like, cause I feel like there's gotta be some part of it you genuinely do like if you like it. I don't know. This is my soapbox and I will stand on it every single day. First try. I don't know what your name is. You got toothpaste, Glenn, and the fox. My shovel is too powerful. Man. Problems. Oh, man. Okay, the pond is slowly looking more and more like an actual pond and less like a giant hole I dug out. The random bits of like netherrack are not helping. I think they've served their purpose. I don't know. I have a lot of like controversial opinions about media, and that's purely because every time I talk about like media or anything like that, I just there's like a countdown life until like someone is like, oh, you're just pretentious, and I'm like, like technically you are right, but like that's not the point. What was I feel like is there something wrong with being slightly pretentious? I don't know. Maybe this is just also people just also calling me just... Maybe it's because all of my favorite bands are like indie bands. Is that it? Is that why... Oh man. I really need to just like stop talking about like media in every single conversation, otherwise people think like, oh, you're such a person, and I'm like, okay. I don't know. it's such a weird... Okay, I actually want to bring this, like... I'm thinking. I have to make decisions. I hate doing that. Hot tip, decision making, bad. Actually having to commit to decisions is rude. I dislike it immensely. This song is just being annoying to me. I wouldn't say so. Me, a pretentious guy with a problem talking. Yeah. It's like all of my friends, like, they like media. They do. They like shows. They like talking about shows. And then there's me, in my corner, talking about... What was the most recent one that was just... What was I talking about for so long? Oh, I don't even remember. But it's like, they're like, we really don't care about how, you know, like, this show, like, parallels, like, this allegory. We do not care. We just like She-Ra because it's... They're like, we like She-Ra because it's fun and has, like, fun character design. We don't care about, like, the, like, deeper, like socio-economical, like, political messages of the show. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. It's like, what does the show say? That's the most interesting part to me. Like, I get liking shows because they're fun and, you know, they give you that serotonin. I get it, I really do. But at the same time, I feel like there's an interesting discussion to have about the politics of the show and, like, actually, no, I think it was my rant about how much I hate House. I think that was the most recent one, where all my friends are like, we don't care. We get that you don't like House, but, like, you don't have to keep talking about it. Oh man, yeah, I took, like, film classes and stuff, but I still just managed to bore people by, like, talking about, like, oh, you know, the one one of my, like, classmates, and, like, I would consider us friends. I don't know if he would agree at all. I don't think so, but, like, we were talking about, like, directors or something, and their favorite director is one I dislike, and I was explaining why, and they just had this blank look on their face, like, maybe if I just keep nodding my head, eventually they will stop talking about, like, the like, disappointing, like, delivery and the poor treatment of, like, female characters in their narratives. Maybe if I just keep nodding, they will stop. And I'm like, you know, like, what was I grabbing? I was grabbing an axe, right? That's it. Because, you know, it's like we were having a conversation about different directors and, like, things we find cool in, like, media, and I'm like, well, this is your favorite director? Here are all my problems with him. And he was like, there's, like, 3 minutes left in class. Why are you like this? What was the director? What is his name? He was one of the directors for, like, Sherlock. And what is Sherlock and some of Doctor Who? I forget his exact name because I'm terrible with names. My brain only knows one director because directors aren't my favorite people to talk about when, like, discussing a film. Unless I'm talking about, like, a director's, like, collection of work, then yeah, of course, talking about director is important. But, like, I'd rather just discuss the film and the choices that the whole team made as opposed to just the director, because there's, like, so much input that goes in from other people that I feel like giving a director sole credit for a TV show or, like, a movie is just kind of weird when they're not the one that did a lot of, you know, like, there's so many other people involved in making the movie. Why does only the director get like deserve to be credited for it? I don't know. Hot take. That's why that's my excuse for why I never learned director names. But you know, it's the, what is his name? I'm gonna cry. Hot tip, cry. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm a paleontologist. Okay. I don't know. Let me tell you, filmmaking classes are full of weird people. There's some I've met where I'm like, oh boy, I'm glad that I don't have to run into you ever again. And there's a lot of people where it's like, I don't have the heart to tell them that like, your Traced Warrior fan art will not get you into Cal Arts. I don't have the heart to tell them that, but it's one of those things where it's like, I'm glad you believe in yourself and you have a dream, but like, honey, this is not the way to get there. Oh my god, I don't remember. It was a while ago, and I'm really bad with names. Don't cry, because if you cry, I'll cry, and I don't want to cry again today. Thanks. I'm sorry. I don't. I usually just say I'm gonna cry a lot. I don't know why it's my default response, but this is where we pull out my everybody's favorite class, Intro to Psychology, and start discussing about what this could mean for my Freudian psyche. There's a time where I wanted to like major in like psychology, but then I started talking to real people, and I decided that like, no, I like having friends rather than a psychology degree. Okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. Take a breath. Remember how to breathe. I do. Oh, I forget. I'm so bad with names that it's literally one of the things where it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually. Probably the moment I stop streaming, I'll just have that, like, you know, my brain will finally connect, like, two brain cells together and be like, it was so-and-so. And I'm like, okay. What am I looking for? Fences. Not that chest. I know I should sort this out, but I'm not going to, and you're just gonna have to live with that. You see, like, I've got a sorting system. I just choose not to use it. Hot tip. I don't know. What was I talking about? I've completely lost all trains of thoughts. I don't know. You know one thing, like, I arbitrarily hate for, like, very little reason, but it's people who recommend shows being like, oh, it's like this show you like, therefore you'll like this one. It really annoys me. This might just be because my brother convinced me to watch an entire TV show being like, oh, this show, it's like Infinity Train. And then it was nothing like Infinity Train, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's probably one of the two. I don't know. I don't know. You meet a lot of interesting people. I don't know. That's... I don't know. That's all my bone meal, folks. Haha. I don't know. honestly, you know, a lot of people hate watching movies with me now because I just comment on like the like camera direction and the framing, and they're like, can you stop talking and watch the show? And I'm like, no, you're missing the interesting part. Do you see how they set up this one shot? Like, ooh, that's actually a technically like really interesting thing. Or like, oh, I absolutely hate how they framed this. This is awful. Nobody likes talking to me. It's a proven fact. The only people who can talk to me are I need to stop. I need to stop. Okay. What if I add some sugarcane over here? There's a hole here. Hot tip. Cry. That's not a hot tip. Man, biggest thing I miss is like actually like working on like making like short films and that kind of junk. Like I miss it a lot, but at the same time, do I have the time and energy to like actually commit to that again? No, I don't. What am I thinking by even considering it? But like I miss it a lot and it was so much fun. So I don't know. I need to like, I don't know. I need to like figure out my priorities in life and like actually get things done. Instead of just like whatever I've been doing for the past like 4 years. I don't know. I really hate when people ask me like, oh, what are your like life plans and stuff? Because it's like I know I'm 18 and I have been for a while, but like, bold of you to assume I have any clue at all. I try to avoid comparisons altogether since it's a really easy way to make someone expect one thing and then get something else. And since you can see comparisons to someone right now. Yeah, comparisons are like my least favorite way of recommending shows. Yeah, if they've been like, oh, since you liked Infinity Train, you might like this show, that's a better thing than being like, oh, it's a show like Infinity Train. I don't know. That's my hot take on it. I don't know. What's happening? My leg is dying. Hot tip. Okay. I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot about like stuff altogether, having like not like crises. I just have been thinking a lot about things. You know, you watch movies and stuff, and then you have to like rethink your life decisions, and it's rude. Pro tip, that's why I don't watch movies, is because then I have to think about like my actions. I don't know. Sorry for how delayed my chat message. My Wi-Fi is checking out today. No, that's fine. That's fine. My Wi-Fi is also dying for some reason today. I wouldn't know why. Maybe it's the fact that like I haven't seen the sun in multiple days because of how thick the smoke has been. That might have something to do with it. I love being able to breathe. I just wish that was a luxury the world afforded me. But you see, we all just have to sometimes suffer. Okay, I'm liking the trees. I feel like I need to add bushes though, like leaf bushes. That's how bushes work. Bushes are made of leaves. Fun fact, bushes are made of trees. Wait. Fun fact, bushes are made of leaves. I know how, I promise I know English to some extent. Maybe? Potentially? Haha. Okay. I'm actually gonna light up stuff a little bit because it is nighttime. Fun fact. Ever think about that? bum. I need to keep like a deep breath and like just calm down, because like when I get excited or stressed out, I talk super fast, and I keep doing that like every time I stream, and I need to not do that, because otherwise I like lose my voice, and that is in fact rude, because when you lose your voice, that means like you're unable to talk for like a longer period of time than it would be if you just hadn't lost your voice in the first place. Fun fact. I also need to figure out some way I want to light up the thing. Like sea pickles. I don't understand how sea pickles work. Truth be told, I do not understand sea pickles whatsoever. But like, maybe I need to figure them out so I can have like a nicely lit up pond that is also just super cute and overgrown, because that's all I want out of life. I don't know. I don't know. I also, like, I have such a weird relationship with recommending media, because it's like all my favorite films I know that like nobody in my life would actually enjoy, and that all my favorite TV shows are also ones that nobody would really enjoy in my life. Imagine Dying, I would never. That sounds like a you thing. Where is a stupid bed? Okay, okay. Please, shoulder, do not die on me. That would be really rude of you to do. I'm gonna die. Deep breath. Toothpaste! I love you, toothpaste. What was I doing? Bushes, bushes, bushes. Okay. So I've got some oak. I don't like how that looks though. I don't have any shears on me. Cause since I'm in a mountain biome, everything will be tinged the like bluish green. And I'm trying to figure out if there's any leaves that I won't be like that. I think maybe acacia. I don't have shears on me. Okay, do I have acacia? I don't. Well, let's go get some acacia then. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's my goal in life, is to get acacia. Okay, I've got a bed, but I gotta grab some crafting table. Yeah, I got everything. Boat. Okay. Okay, I remember seeing acacia over this, in this general direction. Please ignore the other boat, it's not real. Deep breath, deep breath. My brain is like dying. Hot tip. That is not a hot tip. I need to stop saying everything as a hot tip. Okay, I feel like after I get acacia, I will probably be pretty much done, because I am slowly dying. Yep, okay, I knew there was acacia over here, and also probably pick up some sand. I still hate being drunk, full stop. Tipsy is fine, but being drunk sucks, and I was told it would be super cool and fun, and it was not. That sounds like a rough experience, yeah. Yeah. Man. I need to lay down for a second. Otherwise, I'm gonna pass out, and that's not fun. very amusing to me, I must say. Okay. Am I good? Good enough. Not really, but we're gonna be fine. My friends lied to me and I'll never forgive them. Be tipsy, never drunk. So much better. Oh, man. Wild. Man, okay. Last time I nearly passed out, you know, I was on a random street and I ended up laying out on like the sidewalk for like 20 minutes while my friends were just around me being like, you good? Oh, it's a silk touch axe! I was so confused. I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. Okay, I got at least one sapling, that's fine. I'm just... All of a sudden it hit me that I'm like super lightheaded. And like, it's really not fun. A fun fact, passing out onto tile floors is not an enjoyable experience, no matter the context. Okay. I don't know. I never really had the, like, Hollywood, like, teenage experience. Like, all of my friends were, like, STEM kids. And so, like, the wildest thing they would do was, let's see. What was it? I'm trying to remember. The wildest thing they would do was, you know, like they were all STEM kids. Like, my best friend, wanted to go to, like, med school. Like, wow, such a exciting experience, I know. And so it's just like, I don't know. I never really left my house or really did much. I just kind of, we'd play Minecraft together. That's, whoa, such an exciting teenage experience. And it's like, they're like, gotta study for my calculus test, and I'm like, mood. Wild, I know. I know. I have such an exciting life that people would trade me in a heartbeat. I don't know. Yeah, I just want to get a little bit more sand because I know I'm using a lot of it for the pond. Okay. I'm trying to focus. There's a cave? I forget that